YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Jay Labs here. Yes, I know, and I'm uploading a YouTube video at 8 o'clock in the morning? What is going on here? Well, today, some more FIFA 20 news has dropped. Specifically, the 14 new icons. Well, there were 15. I don't know where the 15th one is. But with 14 new icons have been added into FIFA 20. And I want to give you guys my thoughts on the new icons that are going to be added. And let me just say, the icon list is mental. So, like this vid, sub if you're new, because FIFA 20 is literally right around the corner. I'm thinking we're close to 3 weeks away, 3.5 weeks away till FIFA 20. Well, for some people it might be less, well, close to 2 weeks because of early access, but for me it's gonna be 3. But yeah, let's get into it then. And also, before we continue, I will leave a link in the description to EA's official website where you could see all the icons for yourself. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, the 7 that were already confirmed were Zidane, Pirlo, Didier Drogba, Ian Wright, Ronald Koeman, Carlos Alberto. Well, the 6 that were given to us. Let's start off with the big boy, the cover star of the Ultimate Edition for FIFA 20, Zinedine Zidane. Now, EA went and gave this man a 96 rated Prime Icon card, which looks absolutely disgusting. I'm talking the 96 one has 83 pace, 91 shooting, 95 passing, 94 dribbling, 75 defending, and 85 physical. Imagine that midfield 3 of Zidane, Hullet, and Vieira. You're talking about a disgustingly good midfield. It's just silly. And his baby card just looks insane as well. His baby card is the same rating as the prime version of Patrick Vieira, which is 91. Like, damn. And the baby one even looks usable. The baby one, I think, is going to be going for like 2 mil at the start of FIFA 20. It's just filthy. Alright. Current Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has been added into FIFA 20. Which, by the look of the stats, it doesn't... I wouldn't quote this card as usable. But, I mean, when you're really looking at it, I mean, both the middle, which is 87, and his prime, which is a 90, have the same pace, the same shooting. The prime one has much better passing than the middle. The dribbling is up by a little bit, and the defending and physical are up by a lot. But looking at it, I mean, he played for La Masia, which is the youth academy for Barcelona. Broke into the first team when he was just 20 years old. And he won 16 championships with Barcelona. And then one we already know about, I think it's ex-Everton manager, Ronald Koeman. So he started his career in the Eredivisie. He then went to, well, he started with Groningen and then moved to Ajax. Then went to PSV. Then he went to Barcelona. Became the manager of Everton, I believe. He's doing his thing there. And next up, one of the new icons that was released, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Michael Essien, the Bison. I remember watching a video like a couple days ago about like the best commentary moments in history, basically. And the piece of commentary that I saw was with Michael Essien scoring an absolute screamer at Stamford Bridge. And I still remember that commentary to this day, which, let me tell you something right now. Michael Essien, just from watching highlights, he was ripping it up. He started his career in the Ligue 1 before moving to the Bridge in 2005 on a record signing. Scored many goals for them, leading to Champions League victories before moving to Real Madrid and then AC Milan and then ending his career elsewhere. Now, in terms of the right back position, you really only have two viable options. Well, Carlos Puyol isn't really a right back, so technically you only have one, which is Zanetti. They finally added some more depth to the right back position in terms of icons, and one of them is an Italian great going by the name of Gianluca Zambrotta. He was part of the defense that led Italy to the World Cup back in 2006. And his baby card is a right wing back. And the cool thing about this is that his middle card is a left back and his prime card is a right back. Which to me is really cool, giving us depth in all the positions. And I think this is the first time we've seen a right wing back icon card. So, fair play. Again, one of the new icons that have been added, Kenny Dalglish. Now, me personally, I've never heard of him. Well, maybe because he's Scottish, and I think he played before I even started watching. So, I think I'll have to watch a couple of highlights of him, like, later on in the day. He also played for Liverpool, which is kind of annoying. But he also played for Celtic, so he was part of the squad that enjoyed the dominance both in England and in European competitions. He won 8 league titles and 3 European titles in his 13 years with Liverpool. So I gotta say respect to him. Then another icon that was released, I think, 2-3 weeks ago, John Barnes. Now, me personally, I've never heard of John Barnes. I've never heard of him before. So he played in like the 60s and 70s and 80s. So I'll watch highlights of him to see what he was all about. But he played a key role for Watford that finished second in the league and FA Cup before moving to Liverpool. And with Liverpool, he led the team to 2 league titles, 2 FA Cups, with his performance in the 88-89 season, naming him the PFA Player of the Year and the Football Writers Footballer of the Year. Now, next up, Ian Wright, the ex-Arsenal striker. I think he's on Sky Sports News now as one of their analysts, or analysts, or however you want to call it. Let me know how you pronounce it in the comments. But that didn't whatever happened with him, it didn't stop him from racking up goals for Crystal Palace and Arsenal, where he picked up the Golden Boot with 29 in his debut season for the Gunners. So in 1998, his consistent form led him to a league title and a cup double, which is the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, in 1998. Again, another Welshman has been added to FIFA 20. Ian Rush. It was a slow start for him at Liverpool, but the first season he joined, he didn't really do much. Second season, 30 goals. After that second season, it just started to come together for him. His finishing earned him the Division 1 and European Golden Boot in the 83-84 season as part of a Liverpool team that won 5 league titles, 3 FA Cups, and a Champions League title. Next up, we get a little bit of North American flavor. Well, not really, like in terms of the U.S. and Canada, but Mexico. They've got themselves a second icon, Hugo Sanchez. Now, the cool thing about Hugo Sanchez, I didn't even know this, is that he rose through the ranks of UNAM, which is a team in the Liga MX. At the same time doing that, he was going for his degree in dentistry, which was really, really cool. And just days before his 19th birthday in 1977, he won his first league title. Imagine that. You're 18 and you call yourself a league winner. That's crazy, man. 5 years later, Atletico Madrid come in, pick him up on a transfer. He spent there for 4 years. And then after that, they went over to their Madrid rivals, Real Madrid. He scored over 200 goals with Real Madrid, with 5 consecutive La Liga titles under his belt, 3 domestic cups, and a UEFA Cup before going back to Mexico. Next we have Garrincha, who I have not seen at all because he played in the 50s and 60s. He joined Botafogo in 1953, and he made a name for himself, scoring a hat-trick on his debut. On his debut, he scored 3. He's known for his flair and his dribbling ability. Many European clubs wanted to sign this guy because of how good he was, but he spent 13 years at Botafogo and played a major role for the Brazil squad that won back-to-back FIFA World Cups in 1958 and 1962. He never lost a match if Garrincha and fellow Brazilian icon Pelé in the same lineup together, which to me is insane. Next, we've got arguably one of, if not the best, African footballers of all time, Didier Drogba. Now, we saw the Drogba release, I think, maybe a month and a half ago. But the one moment I remember about Didier Drogba was his header that he scored, and I think it was the Champions League final. It was either the final or the semi-final against Bayern Munich, and like the dying embers of the full game. And I still remember the commentary to that. Like the ball whipped in from Mata, and then Drogba heads it in. It's just incredible. He started out his career at Marseille, where he scored 32 and 55 and won the League One Player of the Year, which was enough for the Blues, aka Chelsea, to come in and pick him up, where they won 4 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, 3 League Cups. And he scored the deciding penalty to win Chelsea their first ever Champions League, which to that, respect to you, Drogba. Now, if Zambrotta wasn't enough for the right back position, you've got Carlos Alberto, which again played way back in the day. I'm talking about like the 60s and 70s. He started out his career at Fluminense, where he showed his skills as a technically gifted defender. Which means he could pop a couple of skill moves here and there, kind of like a Marcelo, if you will. He started at Fluminense, spent 3 years there. He joined Santos, which he captained Brazil to a FIFA World Cup in the 1970s and one of the greatest goals in the tournament. Spent 14 years in Brazil. He then actually joined Pelé at the New York Cosmos, helping them to 4 league championships in 4 years. And his prime card looks like one of the best right backs in the game. Just saying that. And now, another one that was released way before the others were even announced, Pirlo. Now, to me, his icon card, it does not do him justice. You gave the man 95 passing. Have you not seen his long balls? Like, the balls over the top. He had the crazy... Like, he wasn't known for being the quickest player on the pitch, but he was known for... He was kind of like the Sandro Tonali. No. Yeah, he's kind of like the Sandro Tonali from back then, where he just takes the ball from deep and spreads the play. And you give the man 95 passing, like, come on, he should have at least 99. At least give 99 on his prime card. Do something like that. But, yeah, like I said, FIFA 20, it's right around the corner. I've never been more motivated to really do this. So, if you guys are ready just like me, leave a like if you did, sub if you're new. Peace.